We had a very slow NFP on Friday, and most people couldn't even believe that that was NFP. Okay, but then I want to show you exactly how NFP reacted. Even though we didn't get all that volatile movement NFP usually gives to us, we got 300 pips on NFP. And in this video, I want to show you how NFP dropped 300 pips, even though it was dropping very slowly. Okay, so let's just start from Wednesday. So Wednesday, you can see price has been trending upwards all the way from the downside. And I mean, gold has been very bullish. Okay, and price go to this structure here, which is a higher high it had formed, which is this structure that we have right here. Okay, we have a structure here which is also a resistance. Okay, it's a higher high or the swing high point. Now we're expecting that price will break through to give us a new higher high, ideally, because we are in an uptrend. Okay, so price just broke through and then give us a new higher high. Now at this moment, we know when a resistance is broken, it becomes what, a new support point in the market, or a possible support point in the market. So we have a new support, okay, a new likely support in the market. So we have a support here, which is this new resistance that has been broken. So we're expecting that when price comes back into the support, would have something like this price coming down and then giving a new higher high, right? And then when price breaks this new support, we're expecting something like a simple drop, a retest of this new support, which has become a resistance. That's when price drops and then we move to the downside. It's as simple as that. Just simple break and retest, okay? Just by using market structure. So then let's just see what market does. So we're expecting price to form a higher high. Price pulled up to form all of this higher high here. Okay, let's come to the 1 hour time frame so we can see the price action there. But we can see price is kind of exhausting. We can see price give us some form of tweezer top here. Okay, we have a tweezer top that formed on this candle here. So we are at least certain that there's a possibility of price dropping, because we have a tweezer top. Price is kind of exhausting from this point. You can see all these choppy bullish movement. So let's just see what happens. Then price retested the high again, which is a tweezer top high, okay? And then we see price dropping afterwards. We can see it also from the tweezer top dropped, and then currently we can see price coming towards this new support, right? So let's just see what price does at the new support area. We can see price broke through with this big candle. Now, like I mentioned, this was supposed to be a new possible support, okay? Price breaking through makes this area a new resistance. You understand the principle of support and resistance, okay? The break and retest. So here becomes a new possible resistance in the market. So we have a resistance here, resistance, okay? Then we're expecting price retest that resistance and then push up. But let's come to the daily time frame and then see something. So on the daily time frame, we can see there's also a resistance here, okay? The same zone we drew, there's also a resistance. We can see a wick inside that zone. So let's come to the 1 hour again and then let's see what happens. So we're expecting a retest of the new resistance point that we have here, and then price will drop, okay? So something like this, a pullback here, then we drop to the downside, okay? But just remember, usually when market is pulling back or market is retracing, you tend to have some sort of choppy movements like this, price not really giving you any significant move, doing something like this before eventually entering the zone. So when you're able to identify some of these choppy movements, just know that it's just market pulling back, okay? The moves are not impulsive moves, meaning that market is just pulling back to go into the same bearish direction that it had here, like that same momentum, okay? So this is what we are expecting in the market. So let's see what happens. So we see price starting to retrace, okay? Now at this point, let's move to the 15 minutes, because that's where I take my day trading entries from. So we can see 15 minutes beginning to retrace into the zone that we have. Now let's just see what happens. We can see all this retracement into the zone. Once you see something like this, then you can tell that price is retracing to probably sell afterwards. You can see the retracement is just choppy. All of this retracement, okay? Then price eventually taps the zone. Now at this moment, I think this was around Asian session. I wasn't awake, so I wasn't in this trade, okay? So once London session opened, I think price started coming into the zone. Then the whole aim was to enter once price retest in and around the zone, okay? This gray line I have here. So probably I'm going to have my short position tool maybe somewhere here, okay, or somewhere at the high here, because this whole area is a resistance. So maybe somewhere here, and then our SL will be maybe about 50 pips, because NFP spikes. Sometimes you don't want to risk it. But then I think we raised about 45 pips on this trade, okay? And then I could also see something. We had a trend line or price moving in a trend here. So we have this trend line too. We can take it from this and then we bring it to this wick here, okay? Hoping that when price retests it for the third time, we get confirmation, we can go bullish. When price breaks it and retests it, you can have an entry there and then go bearish, okay? So this is what we're expecting on gold. So that in case gold breaks to the downside or gold sells from this zone here, my target will be this low point of the trend line here, which is maybe about 270 pips. Okay. So let's just see what happens. So price pulled into the zone and then we entered the trade right at 2658 in the VIP. We entered right at 2658 in the VIP. Now let's see what happens. We set break even after 50 pips. Okay. So at this point, we're on break even, but I want to explain the concept behind the trade in case we're holding this trade. This is what happened. So price formed a tweezer top right inside the zone, which is with this M15 candle. And then afterwards, we see price giving all this kind of bearish momentum to the downside. Price broke the trend line with this big candle, and currently you can see this bullish candle we have here is retesting the trend line. Okay, so even if you missed the main move, you can get a move on this retest here. So price retested the trend line, and then you can see price moving down afterwards. So this is exactly how we smashed 270 pips on gold during NFP. I mean, everyone will agree NFP was very trashy, very short movement. But then in the end, it gave like almost close to 300 pips. Okay, I think this whole move was about 290 pips from the upside here. Yeah, this was about 291 pips, which wasn't bad for NFP. So you can apply this same strategy in your trades this week. Okay, just look at the structure. When you have a break of a structure, you wait for a retest and you enter the trade, just like we did here. Very nice trade. Okay, trend line. I also have a video on trend lines. If you want to watch my trend line strategy, you can also watch that same video. Okay, so this is how we smashed 270 pips on gold during NFP. Now I'm expecting gold to come all the way to the downside because you can see we have some sort of inverse head and shoulder. So we have this being the left shoulder. Okay, price pulling up here to form the head, coming here, pulling back into the same zone here to give us the right shoulder, and then price coming down. So ideally, I'll be expecting gold to come at least back into this support area that we have here. So for this week, I'm expecting gold to come back into the support that we have here. Hopefully, okay? Hopefully, gold comes back into the support. So you're expecting something like this. Now, on a retest on gold, I may be expecting a retest in around this resistance on gold. This resistance that we have here. Maybe this same zone, price pulling back into the zone here to give us a retest here and then coming back into this zone here. So this is what I'll be expecting on gold this week. You can also be looking out for it. If the structure changes, learn how to adapt to it and then move with the trend, okay? I have a sniper strategy bootcamp coming up on the 8th, 9th, and 10th of November. And if you want to sign up for this class, hit me up on Instagram at Abatrace or send me a message at Abatrace on Telegram to enroll for this class. You're going to learn so much from this class. And trust me, if you don't become a very good trader on, especially on gold after this class, I mean, I'll refund your money to you. And that's a promise, okay? That'll be all for today. It's Abatrace right here, aka the Sniper Queen, aka the Gold Madam. On to the next video and peace out.